Didn't Thomas Edison electrocute one?
He did something with like alternating current.
In his bid to demonize alternating current, he killed an elephant with alternating current. Yeah. He's like, you people want to power your homes with this shit? Look what it does to old Bessie here.
And we're live. Was AC the right choice?
Yes.
It was.
1,000,000%.
Because
yes.
it travels farther, right?
Right. You had massive line losses with direct current. So like if we had direct current as our main thing, computers, I guess, would run a little more efficiently since you have to convert that. But you would have to have a power plant like every quarter mile. And if you lived far away from it, then you would just have like really weak power on the ends, maybe. There would just be like coal burning power plants all over every city.
Oh, it's my dream come true.
Here's
nowadays solar.
This picture I just linked to Zach to put up. So like another propaganda piece about electricity and like current.
Oh, God.
Here's a cartoon of like them being like, is this the world you want to live in with electricity? And people are tangled in the wires.
Look how many wires there are.
Look at the guy in the back left middle,
the
just woefully cursing God for the lot in life he has.
Cursing God.
And then the cop running away like a maniac. And then like I like the
dead horse.
Yeah, dude, it's
the most.
Yeah, let's not forget about the dead horse.
Yeah,
and the guy
dead horse.
Yeah, and then the wagon.
Child is now an orphan.
Look at how fucking busty that lady is, freaking out.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been back in the day of like whalebone corsets. She'd have had like a 12-inch waist there.
Oh yeah, and like the skull with the light bulb on the back with like made to look like a spider, an evil spider that will pull you up into its web.
Gas lamp in the background.
Just the trusty gas lamp.
Not hurting anybody.
I don't know why that's not an electric lamp. There's obviously plenty of lines.
You just know there's like
it's powered with trusty whale oil. Trusty Smithers brand whale oil. It never hurt anyone.
Except for all the animals they killed. Like the
we hurt the whales.
No, they killed manatees too. There was a species of manatee that went extinct because sailors would kill them and store them for food because they didn't have natural predators and they were friendly. So
I mean, if you're eating the manatees, I'm okay with it, I guess.
I love them.
Manatees I've been around like wild manatees when I'm kayaking, and they'll like come up right next to you, like so close you could like almost reach out and touch it. You can't touch them; that's against the law. But it's like no, these things really are sea cows. Like the way a cow will walk over when you go to a farm and be like, "Okay, you're just another one of those things," and
Did
then
you touch
kind of
them?
meander away. No, you're not supposed to.
That is not a law that I obey.
I thought you weren't allowed to touch them.
There's lots of things you're not allowed to do that I do anyway. If a manatee came up to me and asked to be petted, I would pet that manatee.
If he was the one and I got killed, I'd never live it down.
No, you would not.
You got stuck between two of them and they just smooshed you in the water?
I can't imagine not petting a manatee that presented itself for petting.
I think it was just curious about what the kayak was. But yeah, I had in my head, maybe it's not even right, but I was like, yeah, you're not supposed to touch these, so I'm not going to touch it.
Well, this is another fact check we have to do.
Just let me believe it. I'll be bummed if I could have petted.
You could have if you could reach him. This is a law that has very little weight.
You're not allowed to touch them, feed them, harm them, or molest them.
Is our concern that the manatee is...
They say that about kids, too.
Is our concern that the manatee is going to go to the authorities and rat us out?
I think that it must be that people back in the day...
Manatees don't talk.
No, they don't. Not even if
molest them all. You want those shit.
I mean, at one point they're like, you can't touch them, you can't feed them, and you can't harm them. And then they had to have another meeting, and you can't rape them.
It's there because somebody did it.
Yeah.
But the theory is that manatees were the original inspiration for mermaids because sailors would get drunk and see these mammalian humanoid things and be like, that's a sexy lady. I like them thick.
They must have been very drunk on grog because they're huge.
I mean, these are sailors in like the 1700s that have zero education, probably inbred. They'll live to be age 35. They're malnourished and they're going to live on alcohol. So
someone sounded a little elitist in their description of sailors.
Yeah. Ooh, la-di-da. You don't drink rum-laced water to survive.
Story.
What a depressing thing to have to drink. Grog. That sounds horrible. It's like they used to put rum in the water barrels to help it, stay safe. but then you were just drinking like low alcohol water all day, which can't like really make you feel like refreshed.
That would feel terrible.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. And you're like sucking on lemons to not die. What a shitty time to be alive.
You'd be thankful if you had lemons to suck on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. They were. That was their day
yo,
when
man, can I
lemons
get you a
got brought
lemon?
on board.
Wait,